There's an awful lot of Tories standing down at the next general election, so we're going to talk about some of the big names leaving, but also get to know some of the lesser known MPs before they go, like Representative for South Norwich Richard Bacon. Apart from the fact that there's a better known Richard Bacon, you'd be hard pressed to find out much about this Tory MP, except during Partygate he came out batting for Boris.
Does the paymaster agree that compared with being interviewed under caution for flogging peerages, as Tony Blair was, compared with trying to prosecute a former First Minister of Scotland when they were told there was no evidence to do so, and compared with taking money from Chinese spies, that eating a piece of birthday cake is a relatively minor offence?
And probably the greatest crisis we faced for over 100 years, almost an impossible job. And I think in those circumstances, he's done a rather good job, and I judge him on his whole record.
But it was this comment that elevated Bacon into the realm of controversy when he compared NHS staff to Johnson's administration.
I've always said I judge Boris on his whole record, on the fact that we had a world-class furlough programme that saved millions of jobs, on the fact that we invested in vaccine capacity before we even knew if we'd have a successful vaccine. The fact that he goes around thanking his staff for working very, very hard, 18 hours a day, to try and keep the show on the road when we were in a global pandemic is not, I think, a crime, and I don't think it's something that he should be condemned for, and I certainly don't think it's something he should resign for. I support Boris.
Are you comfortable, though, with the revelations we've had about excessive partying and drinking in Downing Street in the middle of a lockdown?
No, of course I'm not. But then I think they were working under huge pressure. You haven't gone and investigated it, but there are 1.5 million people who work in the NHS. I bet if you tried hard enough, you could find some people letting their hair down who are working 24/7 in the NHS as well. We were under extraordinary pressure in a global pandemic where we didn't really know what we were dealing with. I feel very sorry indeed for those people who couldn't see their loved ones in care homes, and I think we made a particular mistake there. I don't think we should have prevented loved ones going to see their family members in their last hours and days. I think that was wrong.
But you're comfortable facing your constituents and giving them that explanation?
Absolutely.
That's interesting that he says that, because one of the reasons Bacon might be standing down is due to the fact there was talk of deselection and nobody seemed to be able to contact him. Bye-bye, Bacon. Click here for another Tory stepping down.